back in the cryptic, where we're continuing with our Halloween theme today with a puzzle called Creatures in the Dynamic Fog by Bridget. Apparently this is brilliant. 2 stars out of 5 for difficulty. I think we did a puzzle like this last year. This might be a sequel. And yeah, it's got wisps in it. And wisps is always something that sort of, it gently reminds me of Willow the Wisp, which was a program when I was young. So we had Zippy the other day on the channel, didn't we? Zippy made an appearance. No, I'm not bringing out the Zippy impersonation today. But I used to love Willow the Wisp because, of course, it featured the voice of the incredible Kenneth Williams. And if you've never watched or listened, he is a person I could listen to read for hours on end. The most extraordinary voice I think probably I've ever heard. And anyway, that Wisps, I'm all for them as Maverick flies over. I'm not all for Maverick. Maverick has been buzzing past my window relentlessly for the last hour or so. Some of which I spent trying to record today's introduction, which some of you may recognise as Vincent, sort of Starry Night, some people call it, I suppose, by the great Don McLean. And I wanted to record that today because of the absolutely awful news that I'm sure most of you know already, but Daniel Naroditsky, the chess grandmaster, 29 years old, passed yesterday, and Daniel, as he was known. I mean, he was an amazing guy, just an amazing guy, a brilliant chess player, a phenomenal teacher, and somebody who, as well as being incredibly eloquent, was a genuinely kind soul. And I saw online somebody suggested that Larkin's poem, The Mower, was redolent, and I understand what they mean by that, but I thought in a way that Vincent was right for today. So that is why that's today's introduction. Rest in peace to somebody I watched a lot over the years, and I think it's absolutely tragic. Anyway, let me try and put that to one side and talk about other things before we do the puzzle together. I can't not mention Blueprints last night. Mark and I streamed last night. It was an incredible, we only had one day, but I do think if any of you haven't watched it and you have been following along with our journey, you might want to watch last night's video. Things happened that blew our minds, and it was just so tremendously fun and exciting. I mean, even Mark is desperate to get back into the Blueprints mansion. So we're going to, of course, we'll schedule some more Blueprints. Don't you worry. I don't know how we're going to wait till next Monday, but anyway, that happened, and it will happen again. Although whether we'll be quite as successful again, I sincerely doubt. What else can I tell you about? Oh, our competition has now finished for the month of October. The puzzles are still there, so if you haven't started, do have a go. These incredible puzzles by the Skunk Works, 68 of them. Shall we see what the final count is on Blobs's counter? So where were we? Had 1126 people managed to solve all the puzzles. I mean, it's just stunning. It really is. Fantastic work to all those of you who managed to solve any of them, but especially the more than 1,000 who managed to finish all of them. Congratulations. We will draw the winner soon, and hopefully one of you will want to make a video with me. That would be great. And I will just mention, although it's clicked it off the screen now, there are a few more tickets that have been made available for Stratford upon Avon, which happens on the 2nd of November. It's not far away. So if you would like to come and watch us do a live edition of Cracking the Cryptic, then do think about grabbing one of those. Now, what else can I tell you about? Let me look at my list. I'm going to say happy birthday to Mia. Mia, over there in Toronto, in Canada. Mia, you've turned 30 today. And I know this because your husband Rob wrote to us and told me that you've been watching the channel since 2021. Well, thank you so much for doing that. Mia, I hope you have a brilliant birthday today. I hope the chocolate cake is excellent and is very, very properly iced, which of course means mainly icing, as you know. And anyway, Mia, many happy returns. And that, I think, is all the news. Let's have a look at Creatures in the Dynamic Fog by Bridget. There's quite a lot of rules. Well, there's not a lot of rules, but there's a lot of evocative language around these instructions, so I'll try and do them justice. We have got normal Sudoku rules apply, but once again, strange things are afoot. Fog has filled the land, thicker than ever before, and within it lurk many creatures of the night. Yet fear not. If you can find them, friendly wisps will aid you. Oh, I think that should be aid you in navigating the fog, perhaps? There is a wisp in each row, column and 3x3 box, marked with a pale blue dot, I guess like that one. Cells containing a wisp contain either their row, column or box number, read in normal reading order. So the boxes, that means they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No two wisps can contain the same digit. Fog cleared by wisps leaves an eerie blue light. That's really clever. I don't know how they've done that in terms of the software, but that's very good. And then the monsters. Zombies, marked with a green dot. Zombies have an infectious bite. Orthogonally adjacent cells are even when the zombie's number is even, or odd when the zombie's number is odd. Okay, so let's just deal with that. Orthogonally adjacent means if that was, what's this colour? Green, a green dot. I can probably put that in actually, like that. So if this was a green dot, then what we do is we look at the orthogonally adjacent cells, which are the ones that share an edge with the green dot. So it's these cells that we're considering. And if this is even, then those 4 are even. If this is odd, those 4 are odd. That's how zombies work. But then we've got vampires, marked with a red dot. Let's do a red dot. Vampires suck the power from their victims. Orthogonally adjacent cells sum up to the vampire's number, so it's sort of a weird arrow type concept. So those, if this was a red dot, those 4 would sum to that, is how I think vampires work. Now, next we've got a headless horseman, marked by an orange dot. I don't know why I just keep changing this, but it's quite fun. Horsemen have a knight's reach. Cells a chess knight's move away from the horseman can't contain the same digit as the horseman. Okay, so if I don't want to put a big digit in case I luck out and it's correct, but if this is a 1, then we couldn't put 1 in any of those cells because they would be a chess knight's move away from the horseman, and that's not allowed. No, there's more. Poltergeist. There's a poltergeist marked with a grey dot. I think I can do that. I'm not sure it'll show up. Yes, it shows up. Marked by a grey dot, poltergeists throw everything into disarray. Orthogonally adjacent cells are either all higher than the poltergeist's number or all lower. So we're going to have to look at these, and they're all going to be one side of this digit. So if this was a 5, they could all be higher or lower. Fog. The land is covered in dynamic fog. Putting in correct digits will clear the fog for that cell. Finding a wisp will clear more fog. No guessing is required. The monster under your bed will know if you cheat. You've been told. Love, Bridget, it says at the end. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual, but now I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, we must start by, I presume, writing in 5 in there, because that is a wisp, and if I understand the wisp rule, in this cell I have to put either its row number, well that's 5, its column number, well that's 5, or its box number, well that's 5. So I think, oh, okay, oh, we got another wisp. I don't remember what these are now. Hang on, I've got to look at the instructions again. Zombies. I was going to say that can't be the adding one. No, it's not. Oh, it's not the adding one. It's the parity one. Right, so this is a parity one. Well, okay, I can do that one then. Okay, because what that's saying is that, well, it's weird the way this blue light works, but it's saying those digits there all have the same parity as the green digit. Well, in Sudoku, there are 5 odd digits, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, and there are only 4 even digits, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So if we try to make this cross of digits even, we would run out of even digits and have to repeat them. So these are all odd, which I'll mark with orange. Orange for oranges begin with O, odd begins with O, so it makes perfect sense, and therefore these are all even. Now what's the red one? The red one is, oh, this is like the arrow one. So these 3 digits sum up to the red one. Okay, I don't know if I want to. Maybe I should pencil mark actually. 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. These can't be 5. And these digits are even, 2, 4, 6 and 8. But this is the sum. The minimum sum of those two would be a 1, 3 pair. That would be 4, wouldn't it? So this is at least a 6, because this must be positive. 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5, but that's not a possible total here. So this is 6 or 8. Now what that tells me is that this is even. So this might be a parity puzzle. Because obviously the sum of 2 odd numbers is definitely even. This is even, so this must preserve the parity by summing those 3 up. And this can't be 8 therefore, and it can't be 6, because 6 plus 4 is 10. So this is 2 or 4. These can't include 9 or 7. No, not 7, that's too big. Can this be 5? That must be the question. If that's 5, 5 plus 1 would be 6. That would just work. 1, 5, 2 it would have to be. Okay, one of these is a 1. That is very fair, isn't it? Because if neither of these was a 1, they would be a minimum of 3 plus 5 is 8. And then once we add this digit in, we're breaking the bank. The vampire has been too greedy, and it's exsanguinated everything. So we mustn't do that. So there's a 1 in one of those, so there's no 1 in these cells now. There is definitely a 5 in one of those cells. And I don't know what to do. Okay, maybe it's the Wisp. Hang on, what? Oh yeah, the Wisp. The Wisp is it's confined, isn't it? Oh yes, it is the Wisp. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, right. So the Wisp is only allowed to have certain digits in it. It could be its row number, which is 6. Its column number is 7. Well, it's not that, and it's in box number 6. So that is 6. Okay, we've got another. That's not a Wisp though, that's something else. But this is now an 8 by a process known as Sudoku. A fair-weathered process that sometimes doesn't help us. So these now do add up to 8. Which actually, that's weird. That doesn't improve my lot in life at all. I get no extra pencil marks from that. That's really strange. No, I don't think I do. That's just an old. Okay, so what's this thing? This is an orange. Is this Dutch Whispers? I can't remember. I don't think that was a rule. Oh no, it's a horseman. So we can't have a 1 A chess knight's mover. Why would we even care about that? That's a weird rule. So what that's saying is that 1 can't be in those cells or these cells. I mean, that seems like the most strange deduction. I'm going to pencil mark where 1s can be in the 2 adjacent boxes, because I wondered, is it doing something here then? Because 1 in row 4 is now a bit restricted. It has to be in one of those 3 cells. I'm sort of pausing because I can't... I know I'm being completely dense. This is so annoying. What on earth? 1 is in one of those. Hang on. Are there more wisps? Have I got more? Oh, I've got to put a wisp in one of those. Is that... Oh, is it that? Maybe that's what that's doing. It's stopping... Oh, this is really clever. Okay, this is it. I haven't worked out what the answer is yet, but I have now understood. So what it said was, in the instructions, there is a wisp in every row. So I have to... And there's 1 wisp in every row. Let me just double check that. Yeah. Yeah, you can't repeat a digit in a wisp. So there must be 9 different wisps, and there's 1 in every... So there's 1 in every row. Right, okay. So there is a wisp in one of these. How can I... In one of those cells, by Sudoku on Wisps. Now, what digit does that contain? Because remember, a wisp has to contain either its box number... Well, the wisp here can't contain a 4. Because of this 2-4 pair. So it's not taking its box number. And it's also not taking its row number for the same reason. So it is taking its column number, so it can't be there. Because that would be a 1, and it would be a thingy away from the horseman. So it is a 2. Oh, it's not a 2, because we've got a 2 here, so it's not that one. That's really quite clever, isn't it? So it's there, and it's a 3. Yes. Okay, that's a relief. I couldn't see what to do at all. Now, this is now not a 3. Oh, we've got a 4 here, which is a... Is it a poltergeist? A poltergeist. They're all... These cells are either all... Well, they can't all be lower. No, they can't be lower. Because we'd run out of digits. 1, 2 and 3 can be lower, but the 4th digit would be higher. So these are higher. So that's placing... Well, it's not placing, but it's shunting the 1 over here, which takes the 1 out of this cell. Or the 1 pencil mark out of this cell. These digits are from 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are not 5. So these digits include 1, 2 and 3. And again, I have to say, I've said it before in Fog of War puzzles, but I really admire the skill of the setters in these puzzles, because it doesn't seem likely, to me at least, that there's something going on here. I mean, we're shown what we're shown. Okay, maybe I've got to get rid of all my colours. Maybe the colours are throwing me off. Is it something to do with the wisp colouring? Or, it might be this. There must be a wisp in this box, and that is not able to be a 1. So it's not the box number. Okay, so what can be a wisp in this box? Let's just highlight everything that could be a wisp. I'm going to do it in yellow just because it's a sort of contradistinctive colour. Now, it can't be there because that's in row 1, column 1 and box 1, and we can't put 1 into it. Now, we haven't had a 2 wisp, have we? So one of those might be able to be a wisp. Second column, second row. We have had a 3 wisp though. So this can't be a wisp. It's in box 1, it's in row 3, and it's in column 1. There is no possible value. Now this, that could be a 2 again. So one of those could be a 2, or this one is a 2. Okay, that might not have worked. I see. But what it is telling us is that what it's telling us about box 1 is that the 2 is a wisp. So what we should do now is to go to box 2 and say, where is the wisp here? The answer to that is I don't know, but Right, I don't know, but then when we give that some thought, we know a little bit more than I first realised. This is clearly not a wisp. Could the wisp be a 5? No. Could it be a 6? No. Now the only possible wisp values in here are 1, 2 and 3 from the rows, 4, 5 and 6 from the columns, and 2 for the box number. So the wisp number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but we've just said it can't be 4, it can't be 5 and it can't be 6 because they've already appeared. So the wisp number in here is 1, 2 or 3, and it's not 3 and it's not 2. So it is 1. There is a wisp in one of those cells. And it is a 1. But the problem is... Oh, I see. And if it was here, that's not in the correct position. That's row 3, column 6, box 2. So it's not that one. It's clever. It really is. So that is a 1. Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is now not the wisp in box. Look at all this blue stuff here. In box thingy. 1 is in one of those cells. Wasn't the vampire a summing cell though? Yeah, so that can't be a 1 because it's summing loads of digits. In fact, that's probably very difficult to fill. And hang on, where is the wisp in box 3? It's got to be in one of those, doesn't it? Because it's not in these cells. They've had the fog cleared from them. So there's a wisp here. So there's a wisp in one of those. There's a wisp in one of these. And I don't know where the wisp is there, I'm afraid. Okay, so let's think about this vampire cell. We know this digit is at least 2. We know that digit's at least a 2. Could we have a 1 here and a 2 here? No. Well, no, we can't. The reason we can't do that is that that would sort of hypothesize a 2 here and here, and that would remove the possibility of a 2 appearing in a wisp in one of those two cells, which I think is forced. So we can't put... So what would happen if these were a 2-3 pair? I'm wondering if this has to be a 1, basically. If these were a 2-3 pair, they'd add up to 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 is impossible, because that would put too many 2s into this collection. So can that ever be 2-3? The only way that's 2-3 is if this is 3. And then I'm on 8 and have to add 2 to it. It doesn't work. So there is a 1 in this domino. It would blow up completely if you didn't include a 2 in there. I mean, it would be enormous. Although, Although, hang on, what about 1, 3? I haven't thought about that. That might work. Oh, bobbins, that works. Yeah, no, but that's fine. That's what I was saying. I was thinking there has to be a 1 in. How could there not be? No, there's no way. There is a 1 in there, definitely. Oh, I think there is. It didn't clear fog. There was a 1 around the 8 clue. That's got to go there now. That did clear fog. Okay, good. So, I still don't think I know what this digit is. 1 is in one of these cells. I don't know whether this is a 2 or not. I suspect that can't be a 4. 5. No, I don't think that works, does it? Because what we've established is that it's not possible for both of those cells to be 2, because it would break here. So at least one of these cells is a 3. So the minimum value of those is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6, so this can't be a 4. That's got to be a 2. Good. 2, 4. That fixes this one as a 2. This is a 5 by maths to make it add up to 8. And now I've definitely got a 3 in one of these cells, because I've definitely got a 3 in one of these 2 cells. Do I know what this adds up to? I feel like I probably do, but there's a 2 in one of those. So these add up to at least 5. So this is 8 or 9. There's no rule about its parity or anything, is there? I don't think there was. Vampires. Let me just double check. No, it's just normal. So this cell here, it can't be 4, so it must be 3. If this was 5, again, we'd be too big, wouldn't we? We'd be on 8 when this is at least a 2, so that has to be 3, which means this is 3. We've got a 7-9 pair there. And this is adding up to 6, so this is 2 or 3, which makes perfect sense, actually, because we know those digits include 2 and 3 in box 2. Okay. Now, what do we do with this newfound knowledge? The answer to that is I have not got a clue. But I'm sure we can do something. What is the wisp that's going in there? Do we know that? We know it's not 1. We know it's not 2. We know it's not 3. We actually know it's not 4 by Sudoku, or 5, or 6, or 8. So it's 7 or 9. That's it. It's 7 or 9. But it's in column 9. It's not in row 7, box 7, or it's in box 3, and it's not in... Yeah, so it's a 9. One of those is a 9. That's distressing. That doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Is that... Oh, I see. It being a 9 makes this an 8. Apologies, I'm being daft again. So this is now a 2. That worked. Great. Oh, and that being a 2. Oh, this is really lovely, Bridget. It's really lovely. So that's the 2. Oh, that did something. What did it do? It made that. That's a knight smooth. That's a horseman, isn't it? So we got the 2 here. We can place the 9 here by our logic. Oh, we've now got a green thing over there. Okay, let's get rid of our yellow. Yellow things are going to only confuse me. Get rid of our 2 pencil mark. Get rid of our 9 pencil mark. And I'm not sure which of these we should be paying attention to, but 3 is down. 3 in the corner is a possibility.
4 is in one of those cells, so 4 is over here. 2 here places a 2, so we've got some Sudoku to do. We better do that. These squares look like they're 5, 6 and 7, and this isn't 5. What was the green? Oh, the green one was a parity one, wasn't it? Ooh, okay. It's almost difficult for that to be odd. It sees 4 odd numbers in the row. If that was odd, it would have to be 7 or 9. And it would have to be different from that one. But if this is even... Oh no, oh, this is odd. Right, this can't be even. Because if it's even, what we're told is those are also even. So we get this cross effect of evenness, and that's going to put 3 evens there, plus 6 plus 8. That's 5 evens in row 6. There are not 5 evens in row 6 of this puzzle. So this is odd. These are all odd. I think rather than shading, given I'm trying to keep track of this blue stuff, I'm going to actually just label them. Now this is not 1, 3 or 5, so this is 7 or 9. There's a weird pair here, which means the rest of this row is full of even digits. So we might as well delete everything from there and write 2, 4, 6 and 8 in. And this isn't 2. That one apparently could be n. That one isn't 2. Okay, I don't know if we can do better than that. Now, what about here? We know these don't include 5. And we know this 3 is coming out of quite a lot of them. Wow. Okay, so those 3 now, they see 5 and they see 3. So they are a 1, 7, 9 triple. And that is not a 1 anymore. So the 1... Yeah, so there's a 1 in one of these. This isn't a 1. And I've got 1 corner pencil. Oh, this isn't a 1. I'm glad I had a corner pencil mark there. I wouldn't have spotted that. So that's a 1. I've now got a 7, 9 pair here. So these two are actually the same digit. This might be relevant because is that a knight's move 1? That's going to be something we're going to have to think about, I suspect, because I've not used the fact that this is that this has a knight's move constraint at all yet. Let me just think about this for a second. Apologies if you've all spotted the next step. I just want to... There are many things I want to try and keep track of here. Now, how do we do this? I know what we do. Where is 2 in box 4? That is a very straightforward question. That is there. Didn't really do much for us, did it? 2 is down here, 2 is not there. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with that. Okay, maybe it is this digit then. So this digit is the same as this digit. So I'm going to make them a dramatic colour. And I'm going to note that that dramatic colour is in one of those 2 cells. Because it can't be here, because it would be a knight's move away from itself. And so these 2 digits are the same. Let's make them purple. But they don't have... Well, I'm about to say they don't have any special quality, do they? I don't want to malign them unfairly, but I don't think they do. So... I mean, purple is in one of those, is what I'm getting from that. I'm not seeing anything better. This one is the one that's got the knight's move constraint. So that cell sees a 7-9 pair. It sees both flavours of 7 and 9, which by Sudoku is going to limit its ability to be things. So, okay, let's do Sudoku on this cell. This cell is 4, 6, 8 only, I think. 4, 6, 8. It could have been 7 or 9, but it can't because of this arrangement. Oh, I don't know what that means. I was about to say that means it can't be a wisp, but that's not true because that cell is actually not a wisp, is it? That's a vampire or something. Oh, and that, hang on, 4. Oh, I'm also losing complete control of the wisp situation. What wisps have we had? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9. So we've not had 4, 7, and 8. Yeah, so that could be a wisp. 4, 7, and 8 are there to be wisped. Okay, so there is a wisp in one of those. Now, is that useful? I don't think so. I want to sort of use... No, I can't. There's no reason. It's difficult when you have a digit that has a knight's move constraint, but it only has it in one cell. It doesn't propagate. I keep wanting to use it for that cell, but that's totally not what the rule says. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. Oh no, I'm wrong as well. I was about to say... Oh, and now I do sort of see. Oh, this is clever. Yeah, this is clever. Okay, so what I keep forgetting about wisps are that they have this sort of friendly property, don't they? They have to be in their row, column, or box number. So let's just give that some thought here, because by Sudoku I think there's a wisp in one of those. Now, this is in box 7, but we're only... Hang on, it's 4, 7 and 8. I thought it was 4, 6 and 8. Oh, bother. Hang on, I've got to write down what wisps... 4, 7 and 8. I'm just going to put it up there. 4, 7 and 8. These are the wisps. So this could be 7 or 8, couldn't it? I think. Both of those are possible. Box 7 means a 7 could go in any of those positions. Row 8 would be here. Column 2 is irrelevant, so yeah, so the interesting thing would be if for some reason 7 couldn't go in those cells. So if I knew this was a 7, why do I know that? I don't know. I'm not sure. And then in this box... Again, oh, this could be column 4, couldn't it? Ah, that's it. Right. Oh, but that's not that helpful. Yeah, I was just thinking, okay, which wisp is the 4? This is rows 7, 8, 9, columns 1, 2, 3, box 7. So that there is no 4 wisped here. This is in column 4, that's great. This is in box 9, rows 7, 8, 9, column 7, 8, 9. So it's not a 4 wisp here. So the 4 wisp is there. It's in one of those cells. And that means that is not a 4, which is a weird deduction. And now 4 is really quite restricted in box 5, but it's not. I don't think it's restricted enough. At least I really don't think it is. Oh, hang on a moment. Is that shading? This is tricky. This is very tricky. Right, that is that's been revealed. This cell's been revealed. So this is not a wisp, so it's not a 4. So the 4 is shifted downwards. So something's going on here. I don't know what it is yet, but something is going on. Let's try some Sudoku. Where's 2 in this box now? I've got a 2 here. I think it's there. Please. Oh, you rotten thing. So this is a 2-4 pair. No, what I was actually hoping was that was going to reveal an extra clue, but it didn't. So this is a 2-4 pair. Does that help me at all? This row, what do we need? 3, 4, 7, 9. I know purple is in one of those. I better record that actually. 3, 4. Okay, so that is 4. Oh, that's naked. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So if you look at the row, we've got 3, 4, 7, and 9 to put in. So that has to be 4. Yeah, that's good. And now I've got a 6, 8 pair here. So this is a 4. It's not doing enough. It's not doing enough. Okay, so 4 is now not there. Let's double click 4s. Is there something about them that's clear? Don't think so. Right, 5. 5, 6, and 8 are left to place in box 4 over here. So oh, that's no good. That's not helped me at all. Right, okay. So I don't know. I know that there is a wisp down here. So is there some reason? Okay, and that's taken away the 4 wisp, hasn't it? So I've got wisp 7. Oh, hang on, wisp 8. I thought wisp 8 was going to go in this box, and now it can't. So wisp 8. Yeah. Oh, this is very clever. Wow. No, I'm wrong as well. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I was about to conclude this couldn't be a wisp, but it's in column 8. Oh, no. Okay. That's distressing. So, all right. So, what are we trying to do now? I've got to work out where wisp 7 and where wisp 8 go. Now, if I think, yeah, okay. How could wisp 7 be in box 9? That is the question. If wisp 7 is in box 9, it has to be in column 7, which it's not. Row 7, which this digit doesn't seem to be. This digit can't be because of that. That's brilliant. So it's wisp 8 that is being placed down here, and I don't know where. But that means wisp 7 now is here, and that is going to do that digit. 9, 7. Oh, that's, oh, goodness knows what that. Well, anyway, let's just do the Sudoku, and then we'll try and work out. Now I'm going to have to get rid of all these colours, aren't I? I'm going to get rid of all of these colours. I don't think, again, that they've helped me. Right, that's a horseman. So that's removing 7 from here and here, where it's meant to be a wisp. So now, where is the wisp in row 7? It's there. And that is, after all, an 8 then, I think. Yes, okay, that's great. These are not... has that really nudged 4 down here? It might not have done. Yeah, 4 in box 9 is now here. 4 in box 8 is there. So 4 in row 7 is there by Sudoku. So 4 is there, and this is, oh, hang on. Yeah, this is a vampire. So this is the sum of these digits, and I've now got double 4 into these cells. So that's 9 with a 1. That seemed to work, didn't it? I better get rid of that 7, 8 now, because otherwise I'll think it's a real pencil mark. 9 is in one of those two. This is a 5. Assuming... Is that a genuinely Sudoku? Is that why? I can't remember how I limited this cell. Let's double check it. It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 5. Why can't it be 6? That is a weird... Oh, no, I know why. No, I do. It's because it was connected to the green, so it had to be odd. Okay, goodness me. Oh, okay, and now that's a poltergeist. So these ones are all lower, which looks about as helpful as a chocolate teapot. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that one is 1 or 3, therefore, and this one is not 1, not 4, or 3. This is a 2. Right, so that's a 2. That's a 4. Okay, so that's the Wisp. That's revealed something up there which looks like it could be a 9, which would make it the most unhelpful thing in the world. But let's just figure out what this means. So 4 is now there. And this being a Wisp, we need to put the 7 Wisp in. That must be there. And now we've got another. Okay, look, this vampire has already got 8 on it, so that's got to be a 9 with a 1. So this is now not 9. And... okay, and I think I can get rid of my yellows now. I really admire, actually, the way that these Wisps... You really had to, or I really at least, had to think about them to make sure that they were working. Now, what about that column? We've got loads in there, 6, 8, 9 to place. So this is 6 or 8. These are 6, 8, 9. I did notice that was a poltergeisty cell. And clearly these are lower than this. So, I see, it's placing the 9. If the 9 was at the top, it would be greater than this. But these are definitely lower than this. So that's wrong. So the 9 does go in the poltergeist cell. I think 8 in row 2 is in one of those cells, so it's not here in column 5. This digit is not 9. So this is a 6, 8 pair in column 3 left to place. In this row, what do we need? 3 and 7? Looks like it. Let's tidy up our pencil marks. This square is definitely not a 1. This is a 6, 8 pair. So this digit is now only able to be 5 or 7. Which means, where's 8 in row? Yeah, that worked, good. So 8 in row 2 is therefore placed. I've got a 3 pencil mark. That's been available for ages looking at this cell. So that's a 7. That's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 1 by Sudoku. Now, what about row 7 then? 3, 6, 7 to place. Where is 3 in the row? There is the answer. Where's 6 in the row? There. Where's 7 in the row? There. We should be able to do this column if we could scan at all. That's a 5, and I still managed to mistype it. In this column, we need 5, and we need 7. So 5, 7 can go in. We need 8, 9 in these 2 cells. Don't know where they go, but that's useful at the top, look. It gives me a 6, 7 pair here, which makes this 5. Put 5 in the corner. And I have the feeling there's a clue I neglected. Something got revealed by the fog and I forgot to focus on it. But what are these squares? 3, 6, 8. Okay, I don't think that is resolved. But there's another chance for a 3 in the corner. So the only way, how do we not get it? We are going to get a 3 in the corner. I'm not going to prematurely celebrate it, but I think we are going to get one. That's a 7. That's a 6. This column needs a 9. 9, 8. Oh. Well, oh, I see. That's a horseman. I was wondering what it was going to do, but it does do it. It does that digit. So now this digit sees 6 and 8. That is 3. Put 8 in the corner down here. 8 in there, 6 in here, 5 in here, 8 in here, 6 in here, and down over here. That's 3 in the corner, that's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. Very good. Very enjoyable to find that. 3, 7. Oh, really? Okay. We could have another 3 in the corner. It's genuinely a possibility. And these two squares here are 5 and 6, which we can do. So 5, 6, 8, 6, 7. Yeah, we are going to get another one. Okay, I'm going to just finish off this digit first then. And that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. That is a lovely puzzle. Really, really very entertaining. And much harder than I was expecting, actually. Whereas the first digit was very clear, but after that you really had to give it some thought. Yeah, happy Halloween to you too. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let me know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.